baby! So, here it is. New civilizations. Everything will be made. Walls and everything. So, okay, so. The blue team is now shattered, and obviously red team to declare war to finish them off. It's just. Blue team accepts their defeat and part of the new blue country. Now, they decided to just annex this, because what are they gonna do? Fight back? No. After World War I, or the Great War that these people call it now, there's really only the protection program of the PP got destroyed easily. Okay? But there was a new team formed called, what was it called again? It was like, let's just call it the European Protection. Yeah, just the European Protection Union. Or something like that. These guys are all teams. Everyone in Europe is in one team to fight against, everyone else. How now there's the Rainbow Team and the Asian Team. The Rainbow Team won the last World War, but no one really got any affected except the Protection Program Team. Lots of people, how the borders barely even changed. But hey, it's time for some colonization, baby! Red Team forces obviously move in and, accidentally annex this. Obviously, Green Team tries to declare war and takes their land back, and they decide to not fight, because, that might start another world war. After this, they move in, get way more forces. After this, a lot more forces, a lot more military is going in here now, and just getting a lot more territory. But obviously, everyone knows about, or they know about this around, all this. This here to here. They don't know barely anything about Siberia, though. But they don't really like it up here. So, it might take a little while to colonize it. Obviously, let's go to the Americas. And after a while, eventually a team would be formed. And we're probably saying, hey, dude, let's focus on the old world for a little bit. And they're like, say, fuck you. Almost every continent besides these guys have been discovered. Except this. You know what? I changed my mind. Guess what we're doing? We're doing this. A new country is now made. And now they will be a Oceanian empire. They obviously move in, but no one really knows them. Because, communication. Musket and cannons are still used. And now, they just kind of took the entire coast. But then after a couple years, they started making some colonies up here. They took a lot of, Oceania, or no, Australia. So obviously they move in to take this. And, this. And, yeah, it's, Okay, so. Obviously, more green to colonize. And, they don't do it completely, but they grew pretty fast, because I want them to. Obviously, let's go to the Americas, and now a new nation's formed. By the way, I might reuse colors a lot now, and it's in, you guess it, South America. They take this island, and they move here. How this team goes up, and they discover a new team. That you, Oh, I'm sorry, something hurts. You might guess the one, the only. I'm sorry, I'm silent. This country, who just got formed. Let me just go a little bit more. The one, the only. So knowing this, obviously they decided to not make the first American war. They decided to go up by the coast a lot more and just, do that. How they decided to take some more coastline too. But now, oh, I didn't mean to do that. So now, all of this, now tensions are rising between all these groups. Oh, and also, oh wait, no, wrong country. It's this one, right? I hate hillbilly people. No, what? What color on? So they colonize this and take it. That way Navy travel is a thing, but, so Asian, European, and Middle East and Northern Africa has been colonized. So, and also some of these nations. Black team decides to move way more up and officially become very skinny. And obviously not the biggest country. Pretty big. Obviously they decided to screw you to stop expansion because, why not? You know what I mean? So they do this. Now the race for expansion is happening. Now South America has been basically split. Here's the American agreement. How they basically have all of this. And how all this. So, yeah, obviously it takes, but then eventually, they finally, advancements after a while, and now, they take, my hand's hurting, I wish I had a mouse. They obviously moved here, and, screw this, I'm using this. I wish I'd actually, did its job. Okay, so, yeah, a lot of the African, obviously, I'm just, after this, I just don't like colonization that much because it's just so hard to draw. I support it. I kind of support it because, Okay, so finally, screw Black. I'm not doing this. Come on, man. Come on, why? I hate colonization, bros. Let's go to war or something. Honestly, with South America almost colonized, this would be a new nation. Yippee! I'm sorry. Now the very dark blue team. Now they officially declare independence, and they move down here. And they even take some of their own territory to own this place now. And how borders are kind of funky now, but they're here to clean it up. You know, a lot of groups will be coming, you know. Obviously, they take this, and now South America is a big mess. Obviously, a war will happen because, you know, there's like so much border disputes here. Like, look at this. So we're say, hey, dude, I own this, or it's gonna be wartime. They just say yes, and they just, you know, take some of their own land. And obviously, they take some of this, and now now it's the race to North America. And now, red team. Now some new teams are gonna get formed. Here we have the. Sorry. Just very, very hard to pick a color. So fine. Yeah, there's no country like that, right? So new teams formed, and now they decide to make more Navy travel and colonization. Obviously, the age of, you know, discovering new land, that is kind of dead. And how every tribe is trying to become a country now. The new yellow team is now formed, and they take this. Oh my gosh. Well, they obviously take a lot of tribes in Africa. Well, Africa, by the way, has been less known about or colonized than South America, and everyone knows about the entire continent. But let's start a new war. It's the European. I'm just gonna call it the European Union. You can go, you know, cry about it. The European Union versus, you guessed it, Asian team. Asking why? Well, because the Asian team is kind of scared of the red team and decides to say, Asian team, hey, how about you help me to kick them out of my country, and then we'll pay you. They said no. Tensions started to rise, and then after that, because of this, lots of explorers being murdered from these guys, and also how both sides want to how these two are the only ones who want to get this area. So now here, this is the Asian empires. Obviously, forces, they have to colonize because they don't even border each other, and no one can even visit them. So now they go there. Finally, they finally border Europe somehow. Finally, lots of troops get cold and they don't stay to camp. Honestly, they decided to colonize way more of Russia and plan on taking all of this, ignoring a lot of the coldness and just trying to move fast. But obviously, there's barely any people in Russia. There could be some over here, but now the entire conflict. Oh, why did I pick that? Obviously, eventually, lots of forces move in from here to here to here, or here to here. Everyone is kind of going to move their front, and now they move in. And well, honestly, their new front is to just move in, and how they keep on moving in and even push them out. Obviously, this is a bad look, and now it's kind of a stalemate. But now they take some of this territory, and well, because both of these, Russia, and now there's a treaty, ice cold. How they would have basically this. Well, the Asian teams would have this, and Europe can have this. So obviously they still have that So they take a lot of this. How it's a lot colder, so no one lives here. But it's land, so okay. So obviously people move in, but they don't really like this funky border. And now this team hasn't really expanded a lot. How you guessed it? These two are superpowers, red and the red and tan team are superpowers. So now obviously after moving more up, they decided to stop colonizing a little bit. But now tensions were rising because now two superpowers were now kind of had two different ideologies. One, this team wasn't communist or fascist, wanted to colonize or colonization or making of empires. Because these were imperialist. These guys were imperialist, but like they don't say it. They say that they hate imperialists and think that every country should just be there and how they should be number one. Well, these two tensions were rising. And because you guessed it, this guy, how they bordered each other, how the European powers are very hard. Not like that, fucking pedophiles. But we're very, very pressured. Well, these two teams are mostly red team, tan team, threaten each other. And we're now advancing military, trying to make, you guess it, nukes, even though they were still in muskets and cannons. Obviously, their attempts failed and just wasted a lot of gunpowder, but still, everyone was scared. How the only way, how entire alliances might have shut down. But now the Asian team had to dismantle and make. How they wanted to kick out their leader. Hey, they said to Tan, hey, if you need to stop being aggressive, we're kicking your, we're kicking your team out. And then they said, screw you, screw off. And then now they were kicked out. And now Tan team to declare war and decides to invade Pink. And now they obviously move in, take a lot of fortresses, and now they got invaded a lot, and even, I didn't mean that. Oh, I didn't mean that either. I meant to do this. A lot of troops split the nation, and now they were invading it. Great Asian War lasted not really a while, but like in the middle for like 5 years, because the jungle, also guerrilla warfare. Well, they were obviously just taken. Hey, wait a minute. If I look, these guys aren't the same color anyways. Well, these guys are a different country? Whatever. So, I did not mean for these guys to look like the Japanese Empire. How they invade a lot more and now took an entire chunk of this nation. Entire nation looked weak, pathetic even, and now was getting destroyed by, you guessed it, strongest nation, or one of the strongest nations ever. The Pink team was gonna get eliminated. They obviously start invading this team. Now they decided to just, didn't mean to do that. They take this this. To taking big chunks. There were just fortresses and rebels that took easily to crush. So this taking this. Oh, now, obviously, they decided to just give up this colony. Wrong color. To give up this. No, they didn't give it up. I'm sorry. So, independence movements, there was a more wider population to be formed. So, invading them and taking a lot more. Now after lots, but now you guess it, another superpower's on board, and you guess after a long time of colonization, and they just claim this. No one lives here. No one has this nation. No one lives in. But now how big it is, it's now becoming a threat. This is just fucking Russia. Oh, it isn't. Honestly, the Tan Empire decides to take some of this. The gray team says whatever and decides to and now I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm probably not gonna draw everything. Okay? Oh, shit, didn't mean that. I'm not gonna start a war. But, he was gray, and basically they, what if I just, like, perfectly described history without, like, knowing it? So, like, lots of people just, like, how they just claim this and no one even lives here. Or, it's not even important to them. They just did this to be, I think, the biggest nation now. Well, that's gonna change very soon, because, not change, but like so they decided to declare war because to be a bitch. Obviously forces move in and will take some land, and now these guys are now back, and now these three are now enemies. But now red team doesn't really win. But now, gray team decides to join the European Alliance. And now everyone voted each other to join in. But let's see. Obviously, no. Obviously, they move in. But now, you guess it. The age of colonization has started. Well, you guessed it. A British, you guess it's some British colonized this and now said, hey dude, what's that? To colonize this. So it was very cold and how they hated it. How they said, hey dude, there's an entire freaking continent out there. What? There's so much land. I bet you there's like entire, like 30 continents. You're wrong. They colonized most here. By the way, they just own the entire freaking island, you know what I mean? I'm gonna use this from now on. It's a lot better. And now decides to take some of this and some of this. Red team decides to make some colonies up in the Caribbean and go down to Florida, and Well, it's obvious. By the way, this takes years. By the way, years. So they move in here, and they said that this is colony. The gray team to go back here and colonize some of this, and this. And now only the big Japan is here, and now they have modern day all the Californias. They call it the Californians. So they now finally border red team. Obviously, the European Union. These guys, what's their name again? Some stupid. These guys, one damn thing. Fuck. Oh yeah, these guys. Let's make them colonize. So they know about this continent, because it's all rage, and they decided to just. I'm sorry if this is going way too fast. It's that no one cares and watches my videos anyways. Obviously, invasions happened, and now more forces move in. Now they take. Oh, didn't mean that shit. You know what I mean. They obviously don't colonize everything yet. But I know they're. Oh shit. Well, let's change their color real quick. So they have the same color. Obviously, they know about these guys. Because there's not yellow anymore. So guess what? It's a rebrand. I'm sorry. Kind of have to, because oh my gosh! I don't care. I'm just recolor it, because God forbid. Because I meant to do something else. Yeah, these guys takes a long time, but they're now considered a power now. So, after this, the yellow team decides to make some colonies here, and well, it's a long time, and they won't probably stable it. It's pretty big. It's obviously, these guys colonize down here so they can, some of a chance. And well, yes, it says there on the map, but it's basically everyone's in the European Unions. So now they obviously, Canada, gray team moves in a lot more. Now everyone wants some of this piece of pie. So they just, wrong color. Of course it is. Oh my gosh. Gosh golly. Now I'm painting it. So more forces move in, and they take some of this down here, and now they take this, and the reason why they're making big advancements is, they're now entire countries. These two are just doing it for everyone and being things. Now there's the Midwest. Red team says fuck it, decides to everyone over by, you guessed it, doing this. Yes, it wasn't going to be a chase, but well, except these two. Now they made a new colony, and now everything, well, almost everything has been colonized. Now here is the age of colonization. Officially, except these guys, they have officially made more advancements down here. And now made advancements down here, here. And now they took basically a lot of nations. They take here, right here, and well, they just, yeah, they take all of this, and now everything is colonized. But now here we go to more border disputes and a lot of other things. Well, bye.